We're going to look at, maybe I'll start with lesson 1, do lesson 2. So here's my introduction. There's some important things about how to write according to the MLA style. But you can skip right down to the bottom, because this is the actual writing task, okay? And it's about what makes you happy. You're going to write 1 to 3 paragraphs about what makes you happy. Set it up in this formula, put your name, my name, class name, date, lesson number, and then get right into it. Start with the topic sentence with an indent. Happiness is not about getting, well, you can make your own. You can say there are 3 things that make me happy, there are blah, 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 blah. My experience, the secret to happiness is building relationships, challenging myself and learning. So I did 3 things. So learning is 1, challenging myself is another, building relationships is 1 more. So what you want to do when you write a topic sentence, you need the topic, which is happiness, but that's not enough. You can't just say happiness is important. No, you got to say something about happiness. This is called the controlling idea. So the controlling idea is about what makes you happy. So say that in your topic sentence or in your first 2 sentences. This is actually my hook. A hook is like a interesting sentence to grab a person's attention, and then this is my topic sentence here. This is a transition word, which helps me to move into my first controlling idea with supporting details. This is my second controlling idea with the transition word and those supporting ideas. This is my last controlling idea with the transition word, final secret, and the supporting details for those. And then this is my concluding sentence, which says your topic and your controlling ideas again. And if you can, leave something, leave a thought to the reader. Lesson 2 is about internet site validity. What does that mean? It means how to tell if a website is reliable or not. Google's getting pretty good, but there's still lots of websites you can find that have information that just isn't true. So how do we know if a website or if the information on the internet is true? Do the 5 W's of internet site validity. Ask who wrote the pages and if they're an expert. Okay? If I wrote a website about chemistry, you should not pay attention at all to it because I'm not a chemist. If I wrote a page about COVID, no, I'm not a doctor. I have no expertise. Some more information about it. What is the content? So is it related? Is it opinionated? Because there shouldn't really be opinions if you're looking for facts. And what is the purpose? Is it to sell you something? Is it to change your mind? Is it to just give you information? Is it to entertain you, to make you laugh? Where did it come from? Did it come from a reliable source? Did they use citations? Citations means it tells you all the information, where it came from. When was it created? Is it old? Was it updated? Yeah, so if the information is, let's say, a decade old, things might have changed. If it's about the age of the Earth, well, we've known about that for quite a long time. But if it's about COVID, it should be very recent. Why was it? Why is the information valuable for your purpose? So does it help you to complete the task that you are working on? So what are you actually going to do? You are going to evaluate the validity of a website using the graphic organizer. So this is the graphic organizer down here. So make sure you put your website address here. So let's just say I'm looking for information on COVID. And I see CTV. Okay, CTV is a Canadian news station. It is private, but it also is part of the Globe and Mail newspaper kind of news empire, if you want to call it that, news corporation, which is very reliable. I see a person's name, Melissa Lopez Martinez. I've heard of her before. She's a staff writer, so they actually pay her to do this, not someone who's just doing it for free. I see it's updated. It was first published this day. It was just updated. You can contact the writer. You can click on the writer and you can see what else she has written. These are all her articles, so she's very, very experienced. So I know who wrote it. She's also got links. There's the citations. There's the information, and it has the source here. Okay, so we know that it's true. There's some more, and the source is by CTV News from provincial websites. Okay, so we can also check to see if that's true. This is all true. Again, we can click on these hyperlinks and double check. It's got a video we can watch. CTV is trustworthy. They're not trying to sell us something. They are trying to just give us information. So what would I do with this chart? You would write the web page address, which
it's hard to believe, but if you have an Invisalign clear aligner, you can eat pretty much whatever you want.
I'm not really concerned about that because it's not related to this article. So that would be the web address. The title of the web page would be that one. Who is the author? We just talked about that, so you just got to put the author's name. Is there a link to connect with the author? Yes, there was. It's funded by an institution. Yes, CTV News. And if you're not sure, you can always go down to, again, this is another way to tell if it's good or not. You can look for an about page. So what is CTV News? About CTV News, there's contact us. So there's CTV News. There is lots. So this is Bell Media. About CTV Careers, Press Room, Editorial Standards and Policies. So I guess Bell owns it. Can you explain the different parts of the website's URL? That would be kind of tricky, but I can do a quick once over that. So the URL, it has cbcnews.ca. The CA part means it's from Canada. Does that mean it's good or bad? It's Canadian. That's all we can get from that. Who is the target audience for the web page? Target audience means the type of people, their interests, their ages, could be their socioeconomic status, which means how much money they have, their household income. For this, I would probably say this is for definitely adults. It's not for children. It's for men and women. It might even be more important for seniors, but no, this is for everybody. Not everybody, sorry. For adults, educated, because they are using some pretty big words here. I would say, yeah, regardless of how much money you have, this is important for you. People who are concerned about health, that would be the target audience. What's the content of the purpose? The content of the site is news. You don't have to answer all these questions. Try to answer as many as you can. Is there advertising? Yes, there is advertising. Is this a personal, business, or educational site? This is a business site, I would say, because it is from Bell Media, which is there. It is a business. Are there any citations? Yes. When was it created? Yeah. So if you just go over carefully, you can answer all these, and that is the entire lesson 2. Good luck. If you have any questions, please let me know.